Hey all, I put a little more time into the trip and think I have a good itinerary to present to you all. So here's a quick look, and then I put together an email, and I have all the links that I'm going to show you in the email so you can have a look yourself. And please do suggest other stuff if you want to. The overview is we'll start in Colorado and we'll drive through Denver and then Grand Junction. So if Mike or Harry want to fly in, their choices are Denver or Grand Junction. I have some times in the email. We'll stop in Green River. Let me zoom in a little bit here. We'll stop in Green River for the night, dinner at Ray's Tavern, and then go down relatively short drive to the Horseshoe Canyon. We'll hike in to see those petroglyphs, come out, and then we'll camp all along the rim. That should be pretty. It's BLM land, no problem. Next morning, it's mostly be a driving day with kind of a fun and pretty hike in the middle to just break it up. So we'll go from here. We'll go through the beautiful kind of Hanksville, Caneville, Fruita. This is just a really pretty drive. Goes through Capitol Reef National Park, and then this awesome drive from Boulder to Escalante is one of the prettiest, drive, that big ridgeback that you're on that's just so skinny that you're driving through. It's super, super nice. Might be a little snowy, but we have... because this area right here is high, but we have four-wheel drive, so it should be fine. Into the Escalante, and then middle day into Kodachrome Basin, which I mentioned in the last video. We hadn't spent much time there. There's a couple of short hikes, like a couple of mile kind of hikes, just to stretch our legs. We'll have lunch out there, get back in the car, and drive to Tocqueville Falls. Tocqueville Falls, we'll camp there, get up the next morning, go to Canaryville, with that private Canaryville canyon. Go down and see Kolob canyons because it's really close. Spend the night in St. George, and the idea is that men of our genteel nature are ready for a shower after a couple nights out. So I thought the third night in St. George would be good. And then I was able to get the very last reservation in April in Snow Canyon Campground, and we'll go up there, and there's a bunch of stuff. So let me show you that a little bit. That's the overview. And then, of course, the last day drive all the way out. It's a 6-day trip. So let me show you, and again, this video will accompany this email, but I've got this summary, and all the links that I'm going to show you are links in the description. So again, first day, Longmont to Green River, pick up whoever needs to get picked up. Day 2, Green River, really short drive down to Horseshoe Canyon. Nice hike in the day, 7 miles. I said it's strenuous to mildly strenuous. We'll go up, we can camp. This is BLM land just here. We'll be able to camp and have a nice Utah camping experience. Great petroglyphs in Horseshoe Canyon, as I mentioned before. From there, we'll drive in the morning, get up relatively early. It's about a 4-hour drive to Kodachrome Basin. It's just very pretty, right? Hanksville, the Torrey is beautiful. Boulder Escalante is even more beautiful. Just a great, great drive. Stop in Kodachrome Basin and do one of the kind of small hikes in the area just to stretch our legs. Have lunch there in the picnic area. And then finish the day by driving, also very pretty, through Bryce and Alton down to Colorado City. Actually, we'll dip into Arizona, perhaps. I'm not sure which one of these two is faster, but anyway, we'll make our way to Tocqueville Falls. Tocqueville Falls is about kind of 10 miles into dirt road and all BLM land, so we can camp there, and there's just a ton of interesting stuff going on in Tocqueville. Get up the next morning, and I think I didn't have it. Get up the next morning and drive. I don't have the map up there. Drive to Canara Falls, and this is the one. We'll need to buy tickets. They're $12. Everything's available now, but I think they say it fills up almost every day, so I'll wait a day or two to see if anybody has any comments, but if not, I'll just go ahead and buy tickets for all of us. It's pretty cheap. Have lunch in the local town called Canara. Come down and visit Kolob canyons. There's like one 1 mile hike that goes to a nice overview, just again to stretch out our legs and see it. And then here's Kolob Canyon. You can see really just an interesting part of Zion National Park. And then from Kolob, do the half an hour drive down to St. George, stay in a hotel in St. George, get cleaned up a little bit. Then the next day, go to nearby Snow Canyon State Park, which is only a half an hour. The campground's only a half an hour from St. George itself, so it's really easy. And there's a ton of stuff to do in here. So there's lava caves, there's something called Scout Cave, there's some beautiful canyon hikes, etc. I didn't spend a lot of time trying to figure out exactly what to do here, but it's a nice day. And then we've got one campground in like a regular campsite in a regular campground that we can stay out that night and have a nice campfire and the lot of it. And then the last day, take the 10 and a half hour drive home. to Colorado, and if somebody wants to fly out of Grand Junction, we can stop there. This would put us kind of late afternoon, middle afternoon, late afternoon into Grand Junction, or evening into Denver. And this will just be Thursday if you look at the itinerary. So if somebody wants to stay with one of us in Colorado and fly out of Denver the next day, be happy to accommodate that. Also, Harry, I heard that Harry might drive up on its own. It's not too far. Vegas is not too far away. So if somebody wanted to fly out of Vegas, if Mike wanted to fly out of Vegas, for example, that would be an easy thing to work out, but you'd have to work it out with Harry if he plans to drive. I think it'd be good to have 3 cars. 2 cars are going to be fine, but it'd be 3 cars is always better than 2. So that is a quick summary. Please let me know what you think, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you all and looking forward to the trip.